Herb embodied a kind of a character that drew deeply from his Augustana roots and developed from those the very kinds of quite contemporary passions and concerns that he had, whether that was for LGBTQ persons within our church and obviously in our seminary, or in terms of care for the earth, or in terms of his views about public matters and the ways in which he was an engaged public minister. He was like a living model of what ministry could be like for all of our students, for all of our faculty, and I think that's mattered a huge amount to us. One of the important things about what Herb gave to LSTC was in his leadership of the church. I mean, we're not a school all by ourselves off to the side. We're a part of a larger church, and he set that context. He set the tone that it was important to be a church that was inclusive, that was diverse, that was intellectually responsible, that was committed to mission, and that was a part of a future that could be innovative. And I think that has always been inspiring to us around LSTC. I do want Corinne and the larger Chilstrom family and the close friends of Herb and Corinne to know that we at LSTC hold them in prayer at this time of tremendous loss, even as we remember Herb's ministry so profoundly and joyfully. He was a person who cared about New Testament, and a verse that comes to my mind on this is from 1 Thessalonians 4:13, where Paul is writing to the church at Thessaloniki, who is overcome with fear and doubt about what it means that the first generation of believers is dying. And he says to them, writes to them, that about his concern that they not grieve as those who have no hope. It's not don't grieve, it's don't grieve without hope. So at this time at LSTC, and I think for all the people who love and remember Herb, we are filled with grief. It's a time of grieving and should be, but we grieve as those who are filled with hope, as people who are saturated with and supported by the hope in the life that comes to us through Christ Jesus, that now embraces Herb and I think all of us in our journey ahead.